Oh, oh boy. What? That's noisy. Little red wine. Hi. No. You're gonna go on patrol if I let you up there. You like my car? I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's a Nissan Sentra. Oh, cat. Okay. She's back. You're back, are you? You little noisy girl. You're nosy. Nosy girl. How's it going, Eric? Yeah, you're a bit nosy. A bit nosy. I'm not gonna have to be sorry. It's not a big deal. It's just a meme. Are you gonna have a lay down, or are you just gonna headbutt the microphone? Hey, hey you. What are you doing? Calico, eh? Yeah, I got two little shit factories. I got this lewd one is showing her butt to the camera. And I got a fat black and white one. Adria. You're supposed to save that. They gotta pay extra for that. What are you doing over there? You're getting into stuff. Yeah, you're getting into stuff. Excuse me. You're getting into stuff. I gotta drink this. Are you gonna be good? Oh, it's a real Mosley type position. Alright, today we got some Monster Pipeline Punch. That's what we got. That's what we got today. I'm not sure what the pipeline is. Something to do with Hawaii. I have no idea, but here we go. Pipeline Punch. What do you think we got? What color it is, Adria? What do you think we got? Is it going to be pink? Or is it going to be a ruse? Oh. Adria's looking like a ruse. I mean, it's kind of pink. It's kind of orangish, though. Boom. What do you think? Not interested? Not interested in that? You're being so good today. Normally you're not this good. Well, you know, something marketing, but they also have to be different from each other, you know. They have several punches. They can't just call it all punch. You know. It does smell like a Hawaiian punch, though. There's definitely like that tropical fruit, pineapple thing going on. Slightly creamy. A little bit of that green, kind of slightly green pineapple character too. Wes, how's it going? It's a little bit of like, clearly like added sugar kind of sweetness though. I can't tell if that's inside or out, man. Looks like it's outside. Jackson, how's it going? That's pretty good representing like fresh pineapple. All right. Monster Pipeline Punch. Cheers. It's a bit spicy. That's kind of weird. It's got some kind of like nutmeg component or something in there. That's kind of funky. Oh, this is Adria, this one. Oh, shit. I don't have, I don't have 7TV installed. Hold on. I've had a weird weekend, Crassus. Yeah. I've had a really weird weekend. There we go, fix that. But yeah, it's like all fresh pineapple up front. Slight sweetness, slight green note. Slight, like, straight sugar. But it's got like a spicy palate. Oh yeah. It's like they put nutmeg in the pineapple juice. That's kind of weird. It's not the worst, but it's weird. It's very strange. Alright, let's see what we can do with the finish here. I don't know if I like that. Slightly green, slightly nutmeggy finish. Did they talk about like it being spicy or something on here? No. There's some weird spicy component to this. I'm not sure I'm here for it. It's very strange. I think that's me. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's weird. Now, when I mean spicy, I don't mean like hot or peppery. I mean like baking spices. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like a nutmeggy thing in it. This flavor profile is not for me. Straight up. It's not bad. But this to me tastes like it's like a Hawaiian punch that got nutmeg put in it. And that's just not it. Like it's kind of like orangey and pineapple-y, and it has like a bit of like a wonky tropical fruit component. I don't know if you want to call that papaya or guava or whatever. But it has like a spice note to it. All right, so the aroma, again, it's like pineapple, tropical fruit, slight creaminess, some green character, very fresh, slight sweetness undercurrent. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Let's go with like 18 on aroma. Pretty good. On the palate. Again, like a mix of like pineapple, orange, papaya with like nutmeg spice. Kind of interesting. Not for me. But not bad. Call it palate like 18. I think that's also fair. Got into an accident? Ooh. Was it like messy? Did you get totaled? Or is it just like a bumper bump? There's something in the finish that's like honeydew melon too. We'll talk about the finish here. Yeah, those like tropical fruits. No spice in the finish. Like melon component though, like honeydew melon or cantaloupe or something like that. Back there. 15. All right, texture. And carbonation seems good. Slight stickiness, but not too bad. Give it a 4. Dude tried to pass and swiped the truck. Pretty much dented my box and back door. And he went into the ditch. Ooh. Well, as long as you're okay, like as long as you're not hurt and everything, that's what's most important. Hopefully insurance kind of cleans up the rest. Alright, so out of 15, my personal experience with this monster pipeline punch, not my personal favorite flavor profile. It's mostly tropical fruit notes, some additional added sweetness, a little bit creamy. But for me, in the like palate, there's a weird kind of like, again, baking spice, nutmeggy kind of spicy thing that I don't particularly go for in this combination. I don't know if everyone would get this, but for me, there's definitely like a spicy component here. Not my preferred flavor profile. Definitely a little different though. Nothing particularly wrong with it. Just maybe not not the flavor for me, or I'm getting a flavor that maybe most people don't get, but for my palate, it's not it. And that way, it's not bad, not good. I'll give it a easy 6. So we got these together. We got 36, 46, 50, 61. 61 is good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, good. Truck is pretty hurt though. Probably just write off my truck because of the age. Yeah, I mean, if it's the kind of thing where, you know, you can get a new vehicle out of it, that's like pretty pog, I guess. But I don't know how it works. I'm not a car driver. I'm not a driving type. Much less been in an accident like that. Do they just like give you the amount of money they think your car is worth, and then they're like, well, go find something else? Because that could be rough. Because sometimes it's like you pay a car off, and you're just like, you just need it to work, you know, until like, so you can like be economical with it. You do make a kiwi mango pineapple. Yeah, I don't know if they have one like that. This one was kind of weird. There's something in the palate that doesn't agree. That doesn't agree with me. Something spicy in this one. I don't know what it is. Oh, your car is fucked too, Creeks? The power steering in it died completely this morning, and I barely got home. There was a guy I used to work with who had, he had a Ford Galaxy, like this ancient ass car. And in the summer, he would like drive it to work and stuff. And I had to drive it in a few times, and it was like completely like such a, what's the word for it? That's like a visceral vehicle, right? Like you feel everything, like you feel the motor, but the thing had no power steering, right? So like, in order for him to like get the car to like go in a direction, he had to have some movement, right? Some speed, because like if he was stopped, he had to like haul on the wheel as with all his strength to get the tires to move, right? Because they had no push to them, so you were just moving them sliding them on the ground, basically, like that, you know. So the friction with the car on the ground, you had to like fucking just strong arm the steering wheel to get it to move. It wasn't so bad once like you were rolling, but truck's worth 12.5. I mean, that's not too bad. Power steering runs off a vacuum line from the motor. Now, this one had no power steering at all, and I know because basically he bought it like fucked up, and he was like restoring it. So he knew there was no power. There's just no power steering in the car. I was driving and a bunch of warning lights came on, and I realized I couldn't move the steering wheel. That was me this morning. I had to put my whole fat ass into trying to turn it. Yeah. Yeah. That being said, like, well, I guess it's not the same with a new car with no power steering. Strong grip. It's gotta get some of those racing gloves, you know, and grip the wheel good. Yeah, just replace your power steering with some good gloves, Krieg. You'll be fine. Yeah, our car's still really new, so I don't have to worry about anything like that. At least not yet. But I think our plan is to like to keep it as long as it works, so. What? You are so needy. Everything is broken in that car. I think I'm gonna have to scrap it. Well, you get good use out of it, hopefully. That's what's important, I suppose. Was it a good value? His steering wheel was a pair of vice grips? Yeah. I can't... There was definitely a lot of things with that car that he was restoring that were like kind of like sketchy. But I can't remember most of them right now. It was a while ago. I know it definitely kind of felt weird that like there was no seatbelts in the car. Because the car didn't come with seatbelts. And I guess that makes it fine. In 14 years, that doesn't... Nah, I mean, the car probably doesn't owe you anything if it's 14 years old. Tannerite? Is that like an explosive? I have no idea what that is. It's 20 years old? Yeah, but you've had it for 14. Right? So that's what I mean. It's like it kind of doesn't owe you anything if you've had it for 14. If you bought it 6 years old and you still got 14 years out of it. You know? Binary explosive targets for firearms? That can't be what you're talking about. Or maybe it is. It's quite a convoluted explosive. But this says it's a shooting target. Yeah, so I had like I got fucking nothing done this weekend. So like I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was having problems with like my browser crashing all the time. And I was like, maybe it's just like Brave. Brave's being a piece of shit. I need to like get off Brave or something. So I tried Chrome, and Chrome was crashing too, just the same way. But of course, Brave and Edge and Chrome are all built off of the same backend like guts, right? Like Brave is just the Chromium browser with its own tweaks to it, right? But Firefox worked great. Nothing wrong with Firefox. Firefox never crashed. So I was sitting there going, well, I tried resetting like cookies and clearing shit out and whatever. I was like, man, it's just not working. Maybe I have to switch to Firefox, but I don't really want to switch to Firefox because it has some like problems. Most notably, like Firefox has gotten so slow. Well, I don't mind Firefox. It is actually notably slower. I do agree. But what I noticed is that when you connect to YouTube, and since I'm doing YouTube related things, this is more relevant. When you connect to YouTube with Firefox, Google knows, and they give you garbage. Like YouTube acts like trash when you connect to it with Firefox, and it's just Google flexing their monopoly. They're like, "What do you mean you're watching YouTube without the Chrome browser? We're going to give you low quality video. We're going to serve you some extra ads." YouTube is awful on Firefox. It really is. The video looks bad and all this stuff. And and the website is like even shittier. So I kind of didn't want to like commit to Firefox. But then I also had this problem where like sometimes when I was typing into Discord for any amount of time, like say my answer to someone's question was like 2 sentences long instead of like 2 words long, Discord would like crash and restart and eat half of my sentence. And I was like, what the fuck's that? And basically at this point, Brave was like unusable. Like it would crash and it would crash and it was like crashing like 6 times like in a row before it would start to work again. So I spent like all weekend trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And like I reinstalled like, or I updated like all my chipset drivers. I like cleaned up a bunch of crap on my computer, a bunch of temp files, cookies, whatever. I reseeded my RAM. I mem tested my RAM. Like, I was like, this feels like a memory issue. Because, like, the error I was getting was a memory access error. I was like, maybe I have a bad stick of RAM. Maybe my RAM, you know, someone hit my box and the RAM is fucking unseated. Something weird. You block no Origin no longer supports Chrome. I mean, Brave will just eat all the YouTube ads, so I never have YouTube ads as it is. Because Brave is a god browser, and it's still Chromium. But nothing worked. And then I started getting to that shit again where like, you know, I have a brand new i7 Gen 14 Intel CPU, and there was that crap going on with it where you had to flash your microcode so that it was up to date. And I've already done that. I did that. The first thing I got this computer is I made sure the microcode was up to date so that it wouldn't melt itself. But like kind of like last ditch effort, I went into my BIOS. L-Stream. See you later, pal. And I went into my BIOS and I basically told the CPU, the turbo boost, CPU turbo boost offset to go down by 2 notches. So instead of boosting above 5.7 gigs, it now boosts to a maximum of 5.3 gigs. So I like reduced the total boost capacity of my CPU by like 5%. Fixed everything. Absolutely everything. So even if you update your microcode on the current gens of Intel CPU, they're still fucking wonky. Like they still have you're only streaming to me, brother. I'm streaming to like many more people than you. You're not special and you're kind of rude. Bye-bye. But the point being, those CPUs are junk. There's something weird going on with them. Like something is not right with 13th and 14th gen Intel CPUs. There's a reason that company is going to shit. Like even if you install their microcode that stops the thing from taking so much voltage and melts the chip and degrades the chip, they're still unstable at maximum boost for some reason. Like whatever speeds that they give you that they can boost to, they can't maintain that without becoming unstable for whatever reason. Now, like I don't really care that much. Like I don't care if I run my CPU 5% slower at maximum boost. Like that barely impacts me really. It's not what I paid for, but it barely impacts me really. So like I don't mind, but the fact that like basically half the apps on my computer were being unstable because the thing was boosting too hard. That's the only thing. It fixed absolutely everything as soon as I told it to stop boosting so hard. And I was ready to reinstall Windows and do all kinds of weird shit. I was like, maybe my Windows install is fucking trashed. It's junked. I got to reformat. Maybe my SSD's fucked up. No, like the current gen Intel is fucked. There's something wonky with these chips, man. Like more than them killing themselves. There's a problem with manufacturing apparently leading to oxidation or something causing them to fail. I don't know if you mean the same thing where there was a thing about the Intel 13 and 14 Intel gen where basically if you don't have your BIOS microcode up to date, what it'll do is when it's idling, so you're not doing anything intensive. And to be clear, I never had a problem running an intensive game. Like I've never had Doon crash. That never happened. But if they're idling at low like intensity, for some reason, the way it was set up, they would randomly boost like into like the stratosphere and take on a whole bunch of power while it was idling. And it would take on so much voltage on the basic settings that it would degrade and damage the chip over time. And it was happening when your computer wasn't doing anything. That's the problem. So, or as far as I understand, I'm not an expert on this stuff, but this is like my understanding of the situation. Like you would just be like, hey, give me some power, chief, and it would fucking just take a super ton of voltage to do basically nothing. So there's like new microcode settings that you have to flash your BIOS and put into your motherboard so that stuff stops happening. But if you've had your chip since before last August, so roughly a year ago is when they released this microcode, your CPU was actually just killing itself over time, and it's damaged itself permanently. That's why I made sure that because this motherboard when I got it, it didn't have that fix in it, so I made sure I flashed it. But even with that fixed, there's still something wrong with these chips. They're still fucked. Like I don't know what it is. I'm not a hardware like guru, but like it's pretty clear that they cannot boost as high as they're supposed to and maintain stability. Now it's not like a big deal. Again, I reduced the like max boost by like 5%. I don't really that's an amount of performance that is basically irrelevant to me. But you shouldn't have to do that. Like your programs, your browsers shouldn't be chain crashing because your CPU is going, oh my God, you're loading Facebook. Fucking send me the power. And is like boosting into infinity to load some like Facebook ads. Like that shouldn't happen. Ancient 9th gen potato. Yeah, like a lot of people are saying like if you have a 12th gen, that's where you want to be right now. Like that's the Intel 12th gen, that's like the best generation you can get right now. There's something wrong with these new chips, man. They're fucked. And it's showing. The company's fucked. Like I only loosely pay attention, but Intel's fucked right now. Like no one wants their fucking shit and they're behind on tech. Like I don't know when it's going to happen where like the architecture of computers is going to go such that like we're just going to like stick a super NVIDIA GPU and that's going to be the computer. Like we're going to not need like these CPUs anymore. I get the feeling like the way things are going, like this CPU based architecture feels like it's going to go the way of the dodo. There's just no way that CPUs can keep falling behind and GPUs can keep going into like infinity and we're going to still be buying computers that have this architecture. The architecture in general is crap. Yeah, I mean, sort of. It's just one of those things where like that's the way it was in the beginning, and there hasn't been sufficient need up until this point to have the architecture change. And also, the major players in software compatibility need this architecture to stay the same to function, sort of, right? So, like, for example, Windows is built on the ground up for the architecture that involves the CPU. So, and Windows is almost the compatible, it's like the only reason we use Windows is because it's the most compatible operating system with most of the other developed applications in the world, right? So, you know, the only reason I don't use Linux is because it's a compatibility nightmare, right? So the only reason somewhat that the computer architecture is what it is because to change it would be a compatibility nightmare, I think. Um, but eventually, I think eventually things are going to change because there's just no way. There's no way I think the architecture is going to stay this way. If things keep, because like GPUs keep getting more and more powerful, and CPUs are like pretty clearly like not keeping up, right? Maybe we have to wait till the quantum computer. I don't know, but maybe that's the leap that we need. Because then, like, because quantum computing will have a whole different set of softwares that it operates under, probably, right? So that will be like a sufficient like reboot of the computing world that maybe this all changes, right? She wants your attention. What? Did you bring me that? Thank you. It seems like it. Did you bring me this? Yeah, you usually don't bring toys. Here. No? Oh, there you go. Is she bringing it back?
Play with it. Just play with it.
That's so weird. Adrian never brings me toys. That's a weird.
Huh? You gonna bring it back to him?
Well, you gotta bring it back. You gotta be like Mosley and act like a dog. Go fetch. I guess not. We get to a point where AI will be able to easily translate legacy code to newer architectures. Oh, that might be, yeah, that could be valid. Yeah, that could be valid. You might. Why are there new bottles in the fridge? What did you think I bought at the liquor store?
I thought you were buying whiskey.
I bought one. I'm not rich. I can't just buy like 16 bottles of whiskey. Yeah, exactly. We'll get a mini fridge. Stop. Adria's being real needy. Let's get Doon going. We're kind of late to the party here. I haven't been on Doon since Thursday, so I don't even know what's going on in that game. I think they patched the game. They did something. What? You coming up here now? What are you doing? How come you're so needy this morning? Is a kid not loving you? What? Are you not getting enough love from child?
I dream of it.
Not getting enough love from child? Okay, you can't. I need the keyboard, baby. You gotta move. No, you gotta move. You can lay down, that's fine.
What if I bring a mug to the office? That count as getting rid of one?
I don't care if you bring a mug to the office. I'm just saying there's no more room in that cabinet for more mugs. That's all I said. If you want to get rid of a mug by taking it to the office, that's fine. I don't care.
Don't do that.
Was I doing a quest? What was happening? Alright, I got that quest. The quest to do the thing. This thing. I gotta go back. I don't want to do that right now. I need to go home. Let's go home and figure out what's happening. And decide what to do. I don't really have an objective right now. Because, I haven't been on here for so long, I kind of forget what the fuck is going on. Alright, we just killed that bloodthirsty guy that was eating corpses in here. That's what we just did.
Huh? You'll fit. No one is. Who's that? I'll kill them all.
Right, I went to bank and pay my taxes, and then I got accosted by that cutscene instead of cutscenes. And I came back and kind of did part of it because it was convenient. That's the wrong vehicle. Can I change what vehicle? Or... I guess I could... I guess there's no reason why I can't use this one. Hey, yeah, I'm just not used to having this thing. Yep. Child, if you keep kicking the desk, I'm gonna kick you. Like... I don't know how this is happening. Over here. And somehow going back up towards my desk. How does that keep happening? Okay, so maybe let's not do that. Ever think of that? Doesn't matter if it's addicting, if it's bothering other people. It's being bothersome. Okay. How much rocks do I got? Some. Oh, I got random batteries in here. Why the fuck is that? Oh shit, I passed some. Thought it was granite for some reason. Is this the other side of that guy's thing? I didn't think that was here. Is that a new fucking blockade? It's fucking blockades, man. Oh. Oh my god. I can normally like go up here, not up here. Not that it really matters, but this way it might be worse.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is
A
approaching.
large stand butt. Let's see. Scout. And close. Oh.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I had one. Had a spot here that counted, but now it's not quite working. Can't see a goddamn thing. Oh, I was sheltered back there. Beating up my truck. There we go. That wasn't so bad. What's this thing here wants me to do? Enter the sandfly base. Yeah, I guess we could do, after we get some aluminum going, we could do some quests. Who's pinging me? I don't care about that. Ring.
Oh my.
Love her. She wants your love.
Hey, on my keyboard. Stop it. Hey, people, on my keyboard. Oh, yeah.
Almost full. Sleepy. Not very engaging. Not engaging gameplay. Collecting rock, not that engaging. Holy. Um, just do some chopper quests or something. Okay. I have my inventory. Yeah, I'll go do some quests or something. Try to get myself to be a bit more wakeful. Burning that aluminum was not it. Fucking slept, dude. What, Adria?
He is very, very noisy.
Why are you so needy?
Identify yourself.
Oh my god. Adria. Darlin. Darlin. You gotta sit down. Cat butt in the face. Darlin, what's the deal this morning? Like it's hard to play with you in the way. Adria, you're knocking stuff over, darling. I think that's it. This quest, anyway. Oh, this guy again. Why is he not shooting? No. Why is it not shooting? Hello, gun? Okay. Yeah, we're done here. I'm gonna go to the Electo. Need some band-aids too. Oh, fuck. This is gonna be kind of weird, isn't it?
Shields up.
Oh,
Enemy
fuck.
found.
Didn't mean to fucking do that, but okay. Works. Works too. Mr. Ben, how are you?
Need to reload. Got incoming.
Well, you know, I didn't mean to get high, but I guess we got high. And since we're high, we can see all the guys down there. Bees knees, how are you? I'm a Jedi. I see you behind there. Don't think I don't.
Eyes on enemy.
I can see the future
Identify.
thanks to drugs.
Charge! Yeah.
Guy up there. Also a bomb right here, apparently. We missed you last night, Bee's Knees, on the old Bentorius stream. I got my shield on. No wonder I'm dying. I guess I'll use this. Okay, so what are we trying to do here? Nothing. I was just supposed to find the wreck. That was it. So we don't have to be here for any reason. Didn't want to watch beer streams? Oh. Come on. Who wouldn't want to watch a beer stream? Where a man drinks pre-fermented pineapple beer. Made from rescued bread. You would... Who wouldn't want to watch rescued bread beer? Fred was in an abusive household. Yeah, you know those guys, they go to the supermarket and they buy bread and they just throw it in the bag, you know. Gets all smushed and all, like, disformed. We all have a little bread in us. I think some of us have a lot of bread in us. I'm just thinking of these loaves of bread that are like they're like all smushed and misshapen. You wouldn't feed them to a duck, you know. Can't fucking see shit. Oh, where the fuck did you come from? Is this ammo? I don't know if I need ammo, but I don't really need to be doing this at all, but I was here, so I figured I might as well do it. Maybe there's some loots in the back here somewhere. Kind of don't like the fact that the ship's like half like all sideways and stuff. It's fucking with my motion sickness. there a good chest in there? There's another ID band. Well, I kind of don't like the way it is in there. I'm kind of feeling a little sick. I'm just gonna leave. Oh, I was told there's a good loot down here. Maybe I should go try to see if I can get it. It's like right here. It's like some corpse or something that's in this building. Is it right here? It's around here somewhere. It's like a body. I'm gonna have to go look up where it is. Yeah, it says around here somewhere. It's like right here. Like right here. I don't see it though. Doon. Oh, there it is, right there. It's right on the top. Fuck. I guess you can loot this thing every 45 minutes. And it's right on the top of this giant tower. I go to the office today? Oh no. When's the last time you went to the office? Be honest. Spark sword. Isn't that, I think I literally have this equipped. 18 diamond and dust though. Mark IV buggy storage. 6 months ago. Holy fuck. Did they remember what you look like? How do they know? How do they know that you go, you know? My mid-year review, they're gonna say meets expectations. Yeah, because they don't want to give you any extra money. He's fine. That's what they'll say, you know. He's fine. He's good. He does the work. Good. See you later.
Don't know why I'm still
What do I wear? Whenever I have reviews, it's kind of funny because you think it's like supposed to be a review of your performance. They dread my reviews because it ends up being a review of their performance. That's what it always ends up being. I need to go here. Why does my thing say over there? Because I'm too high up. See, they actually got us to do self-reviews, and then I just wrote a scathing review of their bullshit instead. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like the guy that's got a notorious, like, review thing. I'm notorious for taking forever. Like, most people, like, it's like there's a guy that works with me who's, like, 66, and he doesn't give a fuck. And his review is like, well, you're still here. He's like, yep. Okay. And it's like 5 minutes. Because there's nothing to talk about. And then my review is like 2 hours. Of me being like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on with that? What the fuck are you guys doing about these guys doing that? Why are these guys doing this? It's fucking me up. It's good though. I have a good relationship with my, we'll say, direct supervisors, but sometimes, you know, you gotta go in there and spit the truth. You just tell them like it is, you know. And they're like, yeah, you're right. But we can't do a lot about it. What am I trying to do here? It says to go here to find the sandfly occupant. Oh, I have to go inside that testing station. Let's see. Do I have much on me? I have a little bit of stuff on me. It's just a matter of thinking about how much things I can actually pick up. I do want to pick up band-aids, though. Caffeine secured. Yeah, we had, today we had Monster Punch, Punchline Punch. It was okay. It's not for me, though. I don't like the flavor. But it's not a bad drink. It feels like, that sounds sweet. Yeah, it's like Hawaiian Punch. Except there's like, for me, there's like a weird, like, baking spice thing in it. Like, it feels like there's like nutmeg in it or something like that. I don't know. I didn't kind of like, I don't vibe with the flavor. I guess is how I would put it. But it's objectively not bad. Fuck. Do I have some drugs around? I'll eat some of this. There's all these target dummy things around. I feel like they're people. Gotta be careful. Broken stone. Hawaiian Punch as a kid was the tits, though. Yeah, I have more hopes. I have more hopes for this one. It actually has Hawaiian Punch. But the last C4 I had was like kind of meh. So we'll see. This one is 0 sugar, though. I was a little bit skeptical, but 0 sugar. Has good supplements. Yeah, I don't know. I had I think the only C4 I'd had so far was their like blue popsicle one, and it was okay. It's just that 0 sugar thing, you know. I need that full sugar experience. If it's not like helping me to get diabetes later in life, then you know it's probably not worth drinking in my youth, you know. Atom? I use what? Atom? No, I don't use Atom. Oh, this is a multi-stream thing. Oh, you have to pay for this. Oh, interesting. No, I use SE Live, which is free. So that's Stream Elements Stream Elements is OBS mod. And that doesn't cost anything. Yeah, here it says Atom is $5.49 a month. I don't know if there's a free thing or not. It says there's a 14-day free trial. I don't use Atom though. Yeah, SE Live is free, and then I also have a second plugin. I think I was telling you the other day that like if you send your Twitch bitrate to YouTube, it doesn't look very good. So I have another plugin. What's the actual name? That's not what I'm looking for. I can't find the actual name of this other plugin. It's nothing complicated though.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I don't know. It's just a multi-stream plugin by this guy named Sora Yuki. Yeah, it's literally called multiple RTMP output plugin. That's actually what it's called. by author Sora Yuki. It has 2.2 million downloads. So yeah, like so Stream Elements Live does my vertical one, and then the like multi RTMP, I use that one so that I can change the settings of the output that I send to YouTube, but it comes from the same scene. It just, I can pump that SE Live doesn't let you adjust the bitrate per broadcast. It just sends the same bitrate to every broadcast in the same settings. So with that other one, it'll let you like pump up the bitrate or change the resolution or whatever. And when you put SE Live and that plugin into OBS at the same time, it tells you there's a conflict, but I've never had a problem. So I guess your mileage may vary using them both together, but I've never ever had any kind of problem with using them both at the same time. It actually makes it a lot easier to do. It makes it a lot easier to do YouTube-related stuff too, because you have a high-quality VOD native to YouTube, and then like you can use YouTube's built-in tools to do stuff with it and cut it up and stuff. So, doing task at hand. Well, right now I'm on some quest to investigate the sandflies, search for the training camp for evidence for something. So I'm in this like dungeon. These testing stations are like dungeons. That's basically how you would describe them. So there's some kind of quest that involves me going through this dungeon. Doon Man, heavy gloves. We'll take them for now. Solo, yeah. They are a lot easier if you like bring like a couple of people, but they're very soloable. I don't even like have like I think what you're supposed to do really is bring like there's different sets of gear in the game, so I just use this like set of gear that's like made for like heat resistance and like water use reduction and consumption. So like when I use water, it recirculates the water. It's a Fremen still suit, but there's like real armor you can use, like heavy armor and stuff, and I don't even use that, and it's really not that hard, so it's kind of chill. I've died a few times, but it's not particularly like super rough or anything. Whatever I'm looking for, it says it's over there, but what do we got in here? Sometimes these bookcases have shit behind them. Not much in here either. Yeah, there's light armor in this game too that like has like some good damage resistance. Basically this still suit just has a little bit of armor and no damage resistance, but like the light armor has damage resistance stats and like reduces like your stamina use when you dash and stuff like that. But this is like the least protection, most like protection from the elements, I guess. So I guess that's why I'm using it. Consume the least amount of water. It does make things a little bit more challenging, but there are variations of the still suit that have more armor and stuff, but I kind of haven't really gotten far enough to like try to hunt out unique versions of the items. There's like unique items that have different. Now these weapons are different because I kind of found them, but like this weapon, this is a poison dart sniper, but like this one will poison things even if you hit them when they're shielded. It's not really that useful, really, but it's a unique thing, I suppose. Where am I going? Feels like there's no way to go. Oh, I guess back here.
Marwin, I'm glad to hear you have the field site in operation. We'll soon be sending new recruits to you as part of their field training. These are good Dune men who know how to work. Get them started with assembling ammunition and small arms. The men love nothing better than crafting their own gear. Well done, Marwin. You are a credit to the Sandflies movement.
Alright, I found some kind of business contract. I guess that's what this quest wanted. Is there no, like, big loot in here? Where's the big loot?
Reveal yourself.
Reveal myself? Okay, I'm right here. Yeah, I don't really see any good loot here. The good loot comes in like a big, like, fucking giant chest that looks like it's got some kind of shit from, Wildoir coming out of it. Doesn't seem like there's anything here. We'll just leave. Quest completed, etc. Get any PvP encounters? The only way to get a PvP encounter out here is if you go to one of these, like, green dot, these shipwrecks, these green ones. These are PvP enabled, but it's the only thing that's PvP enabled in this particular map. You kind of have to go to, like, the endgame map for most of the PvP. Like, you can have PvP happen at these things, but I've never had it happen. Like, to the point where I'm not worried to go there that I'll get ganked or something like that. But in the endgame zone, like, half the map is, like, FFA PvP enabled. Any good loot in the PvP areas? Basically how it works is, like, the endgame zone has, like, the best loot, like, the best tier of loot. Like, the only way to get titanium, for example, is to go to the endgame zone. And also, at some point, you need so much spice to, like, upgrade your base and your gear. Like, you need shit tons of spice. The only way to get that much spice realistically is to go to the deep desert and get the spice. So that was the original vision, was that almost all of the deep desert was completely PvP enabled, so you had to, like, fight over the spice blows with the worms everywhere, of course. But, like, people were kind of, like, upset because, like, if you were not a PvP kind of player, like, you pretty much couldn't get past a certain point in the game. Like, you couldn't get the best resources. So they, like, converted half of the deep desert into, like, PvE zone. So there's, like, half of it's PvE and half of it's PvP. And you can still get T6 resources in the PvE section, but obviously you can kind of imagine that it's pretty, like, contested in the non-PvP section. So yeah, you can, like, go to the PvP section and probably have a higher, like, rate of return for resources, for spice and or titanium. Because I imagine the, like, PvE area is, like, just filled with fuckers trying to get any scrap they can get without having to actually lose anything. But I've also seen plenty of people, like, go into the PvP area and, like, just as a solo man and just, like, kind of, like, scalp what they can off of, like, people who are actually grouped up. So it's probably not the worst. I just haven't hit that point in the game yet. It's kind of like there's 6 tiers of gear, and, like, I'm kind of in, like, tier 4. So I can still, like, upgrade one more tier before, like, I have to go to T6 resources to make an upgrade. In theory, also, there is, like, an auction house type thing where, in theory, you could, like, buy T6 resources, but it's the kind of thing that money's not that useful. So I get the feeling that, like, buying T6 resources is not a very feasible way to, like, get them. You could try, though. It's just I don't really see who's going to want money instead of T6 resources when that's, like, the only thing to do eventually. Money just kind of, like, pays your rent. Pays your taxes. You're engaging enemy. Who? Oh, fuck. So here I need what? Investigate this location for some reason. I probably need to get in there.
Patriots attack!
Where's this guy go? Where'd Flamethrower Man go? Okay, there's that. The intel, I guess. I don't know where the ID band is. Ow. That fucking hurt. I guess when a guy lights you on fire, it really hurts. God damn it. Fuck, I'm all the way back here. It was the wrong checkpoint to spawn at. Alright, you fuckers. Fuck. Oh shit. What the hell? How come my shield isn't on? Not enough power? What do you mean not enough power? I have full power. God damn, I need that fucking body back. Shit. Flamethrower guy's kind of terrifying. shit. Holy. Well, that's good enough. Now where do we gotta go? Enter the passage of Artemis. Gather intelligence. Report. I guess I could turn some shit in. What's my inventory look like? Not too bad. Need some like fucking band-aids and shit. Let's get the bastard. That was kind of weird and wild. Did I just shit out my plane in midair, land on it, and get inside? That's kind of that's some wild shit. Don't be alarmed. What?
I read the instructions.
You read the instructions. Of what? You read the instructions on the cat fountain?
Yeah, you had to put a filter in a thing and stuff.
I don't believe it. Are you sure? You didn't imagine reading the instructions?
For sure.
Okay, let's turn this in.
I just said because the first one's broken.
I did not calculate seeing you today.
You didn't? I'll see you tomorrow then.
I did not calculate seeing you today. Interesting. I see. A pilot hired to remove an unspecified container from the shipwreck. Excellent work. Multiple deaths spread across Arakeen. Not yet an epidemic, but the symptoms are morbid, and a connection between victims is difficult to establish. Tensions are high, particularly with the possibility that we have experienced the test run of some class of bioweapon. I am tasked with discovering the nature of the ailment, identifying the malefactor, if malefactor there be, and to aid in developing a defense. I calculate you will be useful in these pursuits. I believe I have triangulated the most probable location. I'd already generated a list of
I think
persons
I
of
bought a
interest
bunch.
and had tabs put on them.
I think there's one
Tripmates
in
was
the
on that
linen
list.
closet. In the top shelf or something like that.
Several. However, that is not relevant to the task at hand. I require you to locate Trip Yates and extract information from him. I leave the method of extraction to your discretion.
Hey Joe, what are you doing, darling? You want some Prosecco? Huh? Classic. I suppose the easiest way to make sure that your wife never leaves you is that she requires you to reach things.
I can climb up on stuff.
Indispensable.
Logic and even prescience are not absolutes.
Get a
I
short
will
one.
make your task done upon your return. Details are in the contract.
It's got water in it, Childs. What has
I figured you could just put it right where the other one is, but and just plug it in under the table. We'll just try. See what happens.
kiss? God, pay attention.
I got some skill points. Should do with that. Do Reaper. I don't care about this stuff. Spice Crawler. Fuel consumption of ornithopters. I guess this is where I'm at now. Okay. Headshot damage.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to say this once, okay? Not drink.
Max stamina. Yeah, I just felt like they weren't drinking enough with that bowl. I think they weren't interested enough. It's annoying to have to refill it.
I knew it was your thing. If I How about you get up? I remember that now. Wander. Let's say it's less. I think that vision.
Alright, so did this. What's going on? Gotta go up here, gather intelligence. Is there a vendor here?
I read the instructions, but they're not
I read the instructions.
I read them more than I normally do.
It's alright. It's alright. So it's this one. Search the southern comm station. It says up. Level, so it's like right here somewhere. Down. Like right here somewhere.
We have a visitor.
Yeah, I guess you do.
Raising shield.
We've got incoming.
You fucker. Fucking move.
I found the enemy.
Yeah, shoot me instead. That'll work way better. Start picking these up because you know fucking band-aids. Above me. What the hell? You sticky me, dude. Got stuck. Rude. So freaking rude. Hello? Definitely not. Get my thing out.
I am fed up, comrades. We all knew the Hawks would put us to work, but this is lunacy. 18 air ships, 20 sometimes. They think we can squeeze the launch out of common dirt, and dirt is what we are to them. My knuckles are raw and ruddy. My hands tremble. The back sees more lashes each day than I get hours of shut-eye by night. I say, no more. The next time one of these heartless bastards draws their ink fine, I'll draw their blood. Are you with me?
So rude. Here it is. Boom. There it is. Get me the frick out of here, Batman. Mr. Wizard. Get me the heck out of here. Okay, so we've learned apparently you can just yeet yourself off the cliff and put your shit in midair. Oh, that didn't work. And then land on it and then get inside. Enter, please. And I gotta go over there to deliver that. Sure, may as well. Whoopsie doodle. Nice. I gotta go back in there? Fuck. You think these guys will sell me some band-aids, man? I'm hard up for band-aids. I got one.
Still alive, are you?
20? That's a fucking bargain. Give me 40. 39. That's a steal. A steal of a deal. What does this do? Off-world medical supplies. Hello? I thought you guys were chasing me. Okay. Look at the training camp. Okay. I already did this basically, but I didn't know I'd have to come back. Now what? Is that it? I go back to that fucking wrecked ship again. I do remember you from earlier. What is happening? What the fuck? It's a wizard holding a gun. Oh yeah, that's definitely what it is. I am a wizard. I am a wixard. Beware my wixard ways. I thought there was a hole on the top I could get inside. Guess not. Ugh. On top of me, below me, on top of me, below me. This crate has been thoroughly ransacked. Okay. Is that good enough? Mosley, chill. This crate has been emptied. So I need to find one that has not been emptied, I imagine. Did that work? Apparently that worked. call blah 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 on the comnet. Where's this quest? Use your scanner to pick up the tail. Look at the asset. My scanner? I don't have a scanner? What the fuck? Supposed to have a scanner? Ugh, nobody brings those. Nobody uses those. On top of me. Oh, it says below me. God damn it. I don't have a scanner. To go back and get a scanner seems miserable.
Who are you?
Who are you? I'm gonna melt all this shit. I could use this, but this scanner? Ugh. Spice mask. Who would want that? Oh, sleepy, man. A bit of a headache. See if we can fix that, Mosley. What, Mosley, butt? Okay, so I gotta go back over here and scan or something like that. Okay. Another testing station. Up here first. Uh,
Who are you? Ah, someone here. Who's that? Who are you? Someone's here. Reveal yourself.
yes.
Who are you? Identify yourself. Who are you? Who's that? Identify yourself.
quite a bit of a